Posting a reel can feel like walking into a party, hoping somebody's gonna clap. And if no one claps, it's easy to spiral. And then what happens? I've been there, waiting for something to go viral, and then it spirals into the void. Thinking like, I put this pure magic out there. Why isn't it getting traction? Tempting to tie the performance of a single reel or a piece of art to my identity. But here's the truth. I'm learning numbers aren't a mirror. They're a metric. They're a tool to be used. What's the story I'm telling myself when something doesn't land? How do I soothe the performer in me before I move on to being the strategist? The truth is, your art doesn't have to be viral to be valuable. It needs to be true. You show up, review, breathe, release again. The stronger your voice becomes. Each time is a practice, and you're learning from each piece you're creating and growing a stronger foundation for your next piece. You are not your numbers. You are your rhythm, your vision, your willingness to grow. Come with me. I'll show you how I separate data from identity. The feedback stings less when you move with it instead of against it. When I feel emotionally clear, that's when I review my reels. Here's how I do it. Step 1, emotional check. How did it make me feel? Did I absolutely love it? Am I excited every time I open it up? Or is it lackluster? Leave something to be desired? Does it feel like something I created just to create and fill that content void? Did it reflect my voice and values? Is it communicating what I want it to communicate? Step 2, logical review. What was the hook? When did viewers bounce? Was the text too small? Did the value land? This isn't about blaming or judging. This is about clarity. It's like looking at our art like a gardener, not like a critic. When I rewatch something I made, what part still feels alive? When I know I've made something worth value is when I find myself wanting to go back and watch it over and over again, and finding that little spark of magic that gives you a little like joy inside. And that's what I know I've done it. I've made the reel or the art content that I wanted to create, and now I just need to be patient and wait for the right people to find my content. When was the last time you looked at your insights? Not with shame, but with curiosity. Come on, it's time to bring the data back into rhythm. This is where the magic happens, because when you're brave enough to look back, you get to evolve. Every reel, every post, every caption, it's all data, but not the cold kind. The kind that teaches us what works and what doesn't. The kind that teaches us what works and what needs refining. I'm not building perfection. I'm building momentum. It used to be when I was creating things, I would fear when I wasn't getting the response back from them. And over time, I was able to recognize that within time, that all those little ones that you've created, that even if that one didn't perform, they add to each other and build on each other over time. And instead of using the external response to feed my internal response, I started looking at what brought me joy and what I found that I loved within what I was creating versus others' feedback on what I was creating. And through this process, it has completely evolved my ability to communicate as a creator and in a creative way. Reading different books on storytelling and on how to grab people's attention and on how to really dive into more of your own creativity and grow myself as a creator. What would shift in you if you saw every post as a practice instead of proof? Comment below momentum if you're going to take action in the way that you view your insights. So here's the invitation. Watch your own reels this week with compassion. Ask what felt real, what could improve, and comment below with one takeaway, just one. Not about what was bad, but what was true. If this helped shift your creative process, share it with a creator you love. Let's build this kind of honest growth culture together.